Alrighty, guys, we're just going to go over a quick thing with Zero Sievert today to continue the series. Today, we're going to talk about getting free loot. So, to do this, it isn't technically free. I would just say it's free after you do this initial quest. But to do this, you will need to find a man's house named Igor, Igor, Igor. And it's a pixel game, so you can't really tell how his name's pronounced, but it's one of those types. So his house will look like this, and no matter what, this house that spawns as every single time. It won't spawn in the same location every time, so that's what mainly you'll be looking for is to find this house so you can start doing this quest. So he'll request you collect him 10 raw meat. You can either do this over a couple raids or in the same raid. I usually suggest doing it in the same raid if you can. So you'll kind of run around. I did have some boars outside the house, so I took those out and collected all the meat from them. I did try to go find another one, but he disappeared. So, because they had 3 there. So after this, I kind of roamed around the map, found a group of wolves, and started taking them out. Whenever you're going after wolves, just remember that they won't initially push you, but if they do, if you start killing 1 or 2 of them, then usually they'll back off a little bit, so you'll be more easy to take out the other one. I did kind of dilly-dally here for a second because there was a wolf glitch behind a rock or stuck behind it, so just keep that in mind that sometimes that will happen. You'll just have to keep looking for some movement because they do get glitched onto items and scenery. After you've run around the map pretty much collecting all the meat you can and anything else, you'll want to make sure that you have everything you need and all the meat you have. After you've killed enough things and collected the meat, you will have the quest ping. So then no matter what, you'll be notified of if you have enough meat on you. You can just generally keep track of it. So right around here is where I get my final meat piece from the boars I've been taking out. And then I start heading back up to Igor's hut. So initially, he'll just give you some XP and some rubles along with the item master reward. So make sure to choose your item, gain the reward, and then you can either continue moving around the map or you can exit. I usually just exit so I can get into the next raid so I can collect his items on the next. So just make sure that when you get back to organize all your items, sell the stuff you need to, and keep the stuff you don't need so you can make sure that when you go into the next raid, you have plenty of space for items. So after you've done all this, make sure you turn any quests you have so you can make sure to do as many quests as you can while you're doing it, and get yourself ready to go into the next raid on Forest so you can get your free items from Igor. So we'll go to the train conductor, start another Forest raid, wait for it to load, and then we'll check where he's at on the map. So originally you wouldn't see his house on the map, but after you have done his quest, if you check your map, you will see an orange dot. That is Igor's house, and it'll say it on it whenever you hover over it. Sometimes he'll be spawned next to the extract, sometimes he'll be really far away from it, but he'll always have some items for you to collect. So you want to make sure to head over there, collect your items, and go from there. As you can see, it is the same house. He always has a fire barrel outside of it whenever you start out, so you don't have to worry about that. And as you see, he has a little box inside it. Usually his loot can completely range from all kinds of things. Sometimes you get better stuff, like I got a drill, and along with that I got a medical book, so I was able to increase my medical skill. So you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. You just kind of go in and he'll randomly have whatever items you may need or may not need. It's completely random what he has. So you never know. I did throw in a couple extra visits in here over the next 2 or 3 raids because I immediately go to him unless I find a stash or 2 on the way or something like that, or he's super far across the map. Normally he does give you decent stuff, so just make sure that you take some time to take a couple raids to go visit him and see what kind of stuff he gets you. If you found this video helpful, then please drop a like and subscribe on the channel, and check out my other videos related to Zero Sievert, Stalker Gamma or etc. based on what your interests are. I'll have some more survival games getting put on the channel. I just gotta play through a couple new ones that I haven't hopped into a while, or check out some new ones. So keep an eye out for those. Once again, I appreciate everyone who opens my videos, likes, subscribes, and everything else. And if you need more information, just drop a comment. And good luck in the zone, guys.